A gunshot rings out, and a wolf falls on a field in northern Italy. This scene is becoming increasingly common as farmers and the government are determined to fight against this fierce predator. Cause severe damage to agriculture, estimated at €2 million annually. The battle between humans and wolves seems far from over. Let's follow along right now.
Yes!
Wolves, these ferocious carnivores, are becoming bolder and invading residential areas in northern Italy. They cause chaos, attack pets, and threaten the safety of residents. Farmer Antonio Rossi recounts, "Last week, a wolf tore apart 5 of my sheep. We live in fear. In 2023 alone, there were up to 1,200 reported attacks, causing an estimated €3.5 million in damages. In response to this situation, farmers and hunters have had to resort to hunting as a means to control the growing wolf population. The government issues about 500 hunting permits annually to farmers and professional hunters. The targets allowed for hunting are adult wolves, excluding wolf pups and nursing female wolves.
Whoa! Yes!
The wolf hunting season runs from October to March, when cold weather and food scarcity make wolves more susceptible to bait. Hunting activities are mainly concentrated in the northern and central Italian grasslands, where wolf densities are highest, such as in Abruzzo, Tuscany, and Piedmont.
Yes!
Oh my goodness.
Hunters often use sound-based luring techniques, with wolf calls costing between 100 to 200 euros. This sound emitted mimics the cry of an injured rabbit, attracting the wolves' attention. Hunters typically use .06 Springfield bolt-action rifles. These guns are preferred for their high accuracy and sufficient power to take down a wolf instantly. The bullet velocity is around 800 to 900 feet /s, with an effective range of up to 100 to 200 yards.
Yes.
Oh.
Many hunters also equip themselves with binoculars to observe and locate wolves from a distance. The most humane shot placement is the chest or shoulder area of the wolf, aiming for immediate death and minimizing suffering. Wolf hunting requires patience and excellent concealment skills. Hunters may have to wait for hours in harsh weather conditions, with temperatures potentially dropping below 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah! I got a quad!
They often use camouflage clothing that matches the surrounding environment.
Yes.
Oh, hey, buddy. Hey.
Yeah.
Some skilled hunters can take down 2 wolves simultaneously with a single shot, a skill that all hunters aspire to achieve. This demonstrates respect for the prey and minimizes unnecessary suffering. Hunters also use hunting dogs to lure wolves. The dogs used are often breeds closely related to wolves, such as Alaskan Malamutes or Siberian Huskies. These dogs can attract wolves for mating during breeding season. However, this method requires extreme caution to ensure the safety of the hunting dogs. Hunters need to maintain a safe distance of about 50 to 100 yards when aiming, and must be able to quickly distinguish between wolves and hunting dogs to avoid shooting the wrong target. According to official statistics, About 300 to 350 wolves are hunted annually in Italy. Wildlife managers consider this number sufficient to control the wolf population without endangering the species' existence.
Yes.
However, wolf hunting remains controversial in the community. Some conservationists argue that there are more humane alternatives to control wolf numbers, such as using contraceptives for wolves or enhancing livestock protection with electric fences and specialized shepherd dogs. Next, let's go to Africa to see if the hunting skills of hunters there are any different. African buffalo hunting is a popular and challenging activity in many African countries.
Oh no!
From a physical standpoint,
These buffalo, with their massive bodies and distinctive curved horns, are one of the most dangerous animals for hunters. African buffalo are typically found in savanna grasslands, open woodlands, and swamps across sub-Saharan Africa. They live in large herds that can number in the hundreds. An adult buffalo can weigh between 1,100 to 2,000 pounds, with shoulder heights reaching 5 to 5.6 feet. Their robust build, with rippling muscles under thick skin, combined with 4 strong legs and hard hooves, allows them to move quickly despite their large size. The horns of African buffalo are formidable weapons, potentially reaching up to 5 feet in length and curving upwards over their heads. Males usually have larger and thicker horns than females, with a particularly wide and dense base forming a protective boss across the forehead. Males are also larger and have darker black coats compared to females. To hunt African buffalo, hunters need to use large caliber rifles, typically .375H and H Magnum or larger.
Rock! Wait, wait!
Thanks, guys.
Many professional hunters prefer even more powerful guns like the .416 Rigby or .458 Winchester Magnum. The ammunition used must be heavy, usually 300 grains or more, to ensure penetration through the buffalo's thick hide and muscle. Hunting African buffalo requires excellent marksmanship. The ideal target area is the shoulder or chest, where vital organs can be severely damaged. However, due to their aggressive nature and extraordinary endurance, a wounded buffalo can still counterattack the hunter, making the hunt extremely dangerous. Despite being hunted and preyed upon by large carnivores like lions, African buffalo populations remain high due to their good reproductive capabilities. It's estimated that there are currently about 900,000 buffalo across Africa. Each year, approximately 40,000 to 50,000 are hunted, representing about 5% of the total population.
Oh my goodness.
After hunting, buffalo meat is often sold to local food processing plants or exported. An adult buffalo can provide up to 500 pounds of meat, with a commercial value ranging from $2,000 to $3,000 US. Additionally, buffalo hide and horns are valuable products used in the leather industry and for making souvenirs. African buffalo hunting, if managed sustainably, can contribute significantly to the local economy and provide incentives for conserving the species' habitat. However, balancing hunting activities with conservation remains a major challenge for wildlife managers in Africa.
Oh my god. They come at night, through the mesquite bushes, through the barbed wire fences, hiding in the darkness of central Texas farmland.
Hey, what you got there, bud?
Invasive wild hogs, some weighing over 400 pounds, are no longer just pests. They're a threat to crops, to livestock, to life itself. From Comanche County to the Brazos Valley, wild hogs tear through cornfields, uproot soybeans, and cause over $230 million in damage to farmers every year across Texas. This isn't an ordinary hunt. This is war. Farmers and hunters are rising up armed with thermal scopes, hunting dogs, and sheer gritto fight back. In this battle between man and beast, there are no second chances. This is Texas. This is survival. And the hogs are closing in. It's 5:17 a.m. We're deep in the Balcones Canyonlands of central Texas. Elevation, just over 1,200 feet. The air is dry, cold, still. Through the thermal scope, movement flickers on the hillside lit up in heat signature. This is it, the ambush point. The hunter crouches behind a cedar tree. Range, 100 yards. Wind, east to west. There won't be a second shot. Out of nowhere, a 300-pound wild hog charges from a thicket head down, tusks forward. It slams into one of the hunting dogs. The shooter doesn't flinch. One shot, clean, from behind the only angle where the thick shoulder shield can't stop the bullet. Bang! The hog drops. Wrong angle, the hog runs. On this mountain, there's no room for hesitation. The sound fades into a slow heartbeat, then silence. This is high elevation hunting, strategic, precise, brave. One wrong move, and you become the prey. We've trekked 3 miles into the Llano Uplift, just north of Mason, Texas. Granite outcrops jut up like broken teeth along the tree line. Beneath them, shadows move. We lost 12 acres of corn last week, 12 acres gone overnight. A $12,000 crop ripped from the ground by something with 4 legs, a brain, and no feet. We push up the slope, weaving through live oak and cactus. The air is tense. One hog strays from the group. Big, black, scarred. We split into ambush positions. I take cover behind a limestone boulder, rifle steady. Range, 93 yards. Crosswind. One shot, one chance. The hog bolts. We fire. Again and again. It takes 3 of us to bring it down. This isn't sport, this is survival. These animals tear through farmland like tanks ripping up irrigation lines, overturning soil, devouring entire rows of corn overnight. In Texas alone, wild hogs cause over $50 million in crop damage every year. Out here, we don't hunt for trophies. We hunt to protect, to eat, to reclaim the land. And up here, in these rugged hills, we play by their rules. Down in the south-central Texas Valley, the world narrows. The trees close in. This is where the real work begins. No more open flatlands. It's rough terrain, carved by time and water-dense brush everywhere. Every sound matters, every step echoes, and every decision could be fatal. You don't see the hogs first, you feel them. The ground gives a faint tremble before they charge. No warning, no hesitation. They burst from the brush in waves, big, scarred, aggressive, running wild. This isn't a fair chase. It never is. Thick cover, limited sight lines. A clear shot is a luxury. You position, you wait. One opening, that's all you get. We breathe. We wait. Then boom. The first shot echoes through the canyon. These aren't ordinary animals. Some weigh over 300 pounds with hides tough enough to deflect smaller calibers. And their tusks? Razor sharp, made for rooting but deadly up close. The first shot echoes through the canyon. These aren't ordinary animals. Some weigh over 300 pounds, with hides tough enough to deflect smaller calibers. And their tusks, razor sharp, made for rooting but deadly up close. That's why hunters out here don't call it a sport. They call it a duty. For every hog taken down, a farmer sleeps easier. A crop survives the night. A herd stays calm, not scattered in fear. And for those of us out here under the wide open sky, rifle in hand, boots caked in dust, this isn't just about protection. It's about restoring balance in a war we never asked for, but cannot afford to lose. Rural Turkey is under siege. 40% of the nation's crops are at risk. Over 2 million farmers face destruction every year, not from machines, but from hooves and snouts in the dead of night. But this is not a land that surrenders easily. Turkey has responded with force, precise, disciplined, and strategic. Across the farmlands of Antalya and the rugged hills of Konya, we spot a herd of wild boars from above. Instantly, we take down the lead boar with a single, well-placed shot. This is why we hunt in teams. This is why we train. Because out here, hesitation means injury. And sometimes, worse. But this fight isn't just about brute force. Morning light spills over a rural classroom in Caldwell, Texas. At schools across the region, kids are learning how feral hogs destroy ecosystems, wrecking native bird habitats, polluting water sources, and competing with deer and turkeys for food. Programs like HogSmart Texas and the USDA Wildlife Services are equipping the next generation with knowledge and awareness. On the farms, it's not just about bullets and bravado. New types of traps like the remote-controlled hog eye trap system allow ranchers to capture an entire sounder at once. With a single tap on a smartphone from up to 2 miles away, the gate drops. Efficient, humane, tactical.
Yeah.
But make no mistake, these animals adapt. Every victory is temporary. Every night brings a new threat. And until we take back this land from the tusk shadows, as night falls over the Edwards Plateau, the hunt slows down, but the threat never sleeps. Across Texas, wild hogs now roam over 79% of the state, with exploding populations in regions like the Hill Country, Brazos Valley, and the Southern Plains. Every night, these animals dig deeper, travel farther, and cause greater damage to crops, fences, livestock, and native wildlife. For the farmers and hunters out here, this isn't a pastime. It's frontline defense. But this fight isn't just about firepower. It's about strategy, cooperation, and respect for both the land and for life. Every successful hunt requires planning, teamwork, and a deep understanding of the terrain and animal behavior. And every decision must follow safety laws, ethical hunting practices, and conservation principles. We don't hunt for the thrill. We hunt for balance, for protection, for preservation. If you're facing similar challenges on your land, in your community, get informed. Understand your local wildlife regulations. Work with experts, wildlife services, and landowners. There are humane and legal ways to manage invasive species methods that protect both human livelihoods and environmental integrity. This land provides, but it also demands, and those willing to defend it must be prepared to pay the price. Disclaimer: all hunts in this video were conducted in accordance with local and federal laws. No animals were harmed outside of regulated wildlife control efforts. Always follow your state's hunting guidelines. In the end, the battle between humans and wildlife in America isn't just a farmer's issue. It's a broader equation of survival, safety, and sustainability. From tools as rugged as rifles, dogs, and traps, to the authority and risks managed by wildlife agencies, every action carries responsibility and consequence. But to truly address the root of the problem, we need more. Investment in habitat management, scientific research, and stronger community awareness of the role natural ecosystems play. We believe everyone, whether a hunter, a farmer, or a viewer, can be part of the solution. Share this video if you found it important. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next story. And leave a comment below. What do you think is the most sustainable path for humans and nature to coexist? Not through fear, but through understanding.
Macaques overrun Thai streets. From cities to rural areas, they're causing chaos everywhere. Authorities have launched aggressive control campaigns, including trapping, sterilization, and even extreme measures like poisoning. Can humans win this survival battle? Join me in exploring the confrontation between humans and wild monkey hordes. In Thailand, an estimated 150,000 monkeys are scattered throughout urban areas, causing numerous problems. They not only attack residents and tourists, but also engage in theft and property damage.
Alright, he's coming. Oh, he got your bag! His bag. His bag. I did on my leg.
More concerningly, 10% of these monkeys carry the rabies virus, posing a threat to public health. Given this situation, Authorities have allowed farmers and hunters to use monkey traps to control the macaque population. These traps are impressively sized, measuring 7 feet long, 5 feet wide, and 4 feet tall, constructed entirely of sturdy iron. Each trap is designed with a single door, cleverly connected to a long rope that can be pulled up to open the door. The trap's mechanism is quite simple yet highly effective. When the monkeys enter the trap to enjoy a free meal, hunters quickly cut the rope, causing the trap door to slam shut, confining the monkeys inside. The clever hunters place attractive bait such as ripe bananas, fragrant fruits, or nutritious grains inside the cage. The enticing aroma of the food quickly captures the attention of the curious monkey troop. In each trapping session, hunters can catch between 6 to 10 macaques. According to statistics, in 2023, the number of monkeys caught using this method increased by 30% compared to the previous year. Contributing significantly to controlling the macaque population in Thailand. Hunters typically set traps in strategic locations where monkeys frequently visit. These traps can be found on rooftops of buildings, in orchards, or even deep in the forests. For areas with high macaque density, hunters use larger traps that can catch 20 to 30 monkeys in a single trapping session. These large traps are intricately designed to resemble a miniature tunnel system. Each trap has 3 entrances, 2 at the ends and 1 in the middle, facilitating the attraction and capture of monkeys. To lure monkeys into the trap, hunters use appealing baits such as grains, corn, peanuts, and other types of nuts. The familiar smell and appearance of the food make it irresistible for the monkeys, causing them to easily fall into the trap. After capture, all monkeys are transported to a specialized sterilization center. Here, they undergo a professional and humane sterilization procedure. The process begins with cleaning the genitals, followed by administering anesthesia and moving the monkey to the operating table. Veterinarians perform vasectomies on male monkeys or remove ovaries from females. The entire process takes about 30 to 45 minutes per individual. The success rate of this method reaches 95%, with only 5% of sterilized monkeys experiencing minor post-surgical complications. These monkeys are closely monitored and cared for before being released back into their natural environment. Did you know that Thai farmers have created incredibly unique homemade monkey traps?
Whoa!
I was truly surprised and fascinated to witness how they work. These traps are made from simple recycled items like old motorcycle wheels, small wooden sticks, and belts. But don't underestimate their effectiveness. The clever arrangement has transformed seemingly useless materials into efficient monkey catching tools. The structure includes wooden sticks tightly bound with belts, connected to a wheel and a homemade bow. The highlight of the entire system is a bait-filled leaf, cleverly attached to a drawstring. This method is particularly effective in catching lone or aggressive monkeys that break into homes to steal food. Statistics show that in 1 month, such a trap can catch an average of 3 to 5 monkeys, contributing significantly to controlling the number of harmful monkeys in the area. Say goodbye to the invasive wild monkeys. Let's explore how farmers in Texas are combating millions of invasive wild geese. Invasive wild geese have become a serious problem in many areas of Texas in recent years. These flocks, initially only a small part of the local ecosystem, have rapidly grown and caused many concerning consequences. They have polluted water sources, harmed native plant species, and even caused some community health issues. Faced with the increasingly severe invasion of wild geese in Texas, the state government has decided to take firm action by allowing controlled goose hunting. Residents need to obtain a valid license to ensure compliance with safety regulations. During the most recent hunting season from November 2023 to January 2024, a total of 175,642 wild geese were shot down in designated hunting areas. These statistics highlight the severity of the invasive goose problem that requires timely government intervention. In the coastal plains region, which has the highest density of wild geese, 68,312 geese were shot down. This was followed by the Texas Plains region with 42,551 and the Texas Plateau region with 31,876 geese hunted.
Oh my gosh.
Despite the large numbers, environmental officials assert that hunting accounts for only 8% of the total invasive goose population in the United States. The flocks of wild geese have caused severe damage to the natural environment. They are the primary cause of water pollution due to their large amounts of waste, increasing levels of organic compounds like nitrogen and phosphorus, leading to severe water contamination. Wild geese like to graze and trample on grass, affecting the vegetation and turning many green areas into wastelands. Additionally, they frequently leave droppings in many places, causing unsightliness and making parks and golf courses filthy. Many cities have had to spend millions of dollars each year just to maintain clean parks and lawns. The breeding season for wild geese typically falls between March and May each year. They usually choose areas with water such as lakes, ponds, and rivers to build nests and lay eggs. They prefer spots with tall grass and dense bushes around for cover, creating a safe haven for their young. Wild geese can breed 4 clutches per year, around 10 to 15 goslings per clutch. With this continuous breeding cycle and large number of offspring, the wild goose population has rapidly increased, causing many complex issues. In Florida, the wild goose population reached 3 million according to 2023 statistics. Local authorities have allowed residents to hunt them freely to reduce their numbers. Wild goose hunting in Florida takes place from November to January each year. When the weather turns cold, flocks of wild geese migrate to this warm tropical region to overwinter. This is also when seasoned hunters in Florida prepare for the dramatic hunting season. Before going hunting, hunters must obtain proper hunting licenses and comply with shooting regulations. Popular hunting weapons are air rifles or firearms, depending on individual preference. In many areas, the use of lead ammunition has been banned to protect the environment. They lie in wait in pre-dug hunting blinds or pits, camouflaged with straw and grass. Artificial calls made from special wooden whistles are used to lure the incoming goose flocks closer. When the geese land, the hunters simultaneously fire to shoot down as many as possible. Wild goose hunting is not only a tradition, but also helps control the overpopulation of wild geese in Florida. However, hunting must comply with strict regulations to conserve the wild animal resources. you enjoy goose hunting? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Please support us by clicking the subscribe button. We really appreciate it. Thank you for watching the entire video. Goodbye and see you in our next videos.